boys and girls. We're here with another Bible class lesson at home. Last week we learned about Gideon and what great love and patience that God has for all of us. And this week we're going to continue with the story of Gideon. Let's start with our story and then we'll finish with a song. All right, do you guys remember the angel came and told Gideon that he was going to be a mighty warrior for God and save God's people again. And Gideon asked God to do something so that he would know it was really God and that God was really going to help him. And God was so patient with Gideon, and he did those things to show Gideon that he was really going to keep his promise. So Gideon gathered a bunch of men to go down and fight the Midianites, who were being very, very bad to the Israelites. It says over 30,000 men wanted to join Gideon's army. That's a lot, isn't it? That is too many, God said. How can you have too many fighters? If you have to fight someone very strong, you want all the people you can get, right? God said no. He said, that's too many. He said, I'm going to show you, Gideon, how to win with only 300 men. Only 300. That's a lot less than 30,000, guys. The plan sounded strange, but Gideon trusted God. That's what God wants us to do, right? To trust him. So let's see if God is going to keep his promise. We already know God keeps his promises, don't we? During the night, Gideon and his men surrounded the enemy camp. They blew trumpets and they smashed clay jars. They waved burning torches in the air. Their enemies were frightened. This must be a huge army, they thought, and so they ran away. God's people won. With only 300 men, Gideon and God's people won the battle. So that is pretty cool, isn't it, guys? God can do anything, can he? He is so big and so strong. He is so much stronger than we are. Do you guys remember our German song from last week? So let's sing that again to remember how big God's love is and how high God's love is and how deep his love is and how far his love is, okay? Let's try it. If you missed last week's video where we taught it, you might want to go back and watch it. But the first things we're saying is God's love is so wonderful. And then we say at the end, so wunderbar groß. That means so wonderfully big, okay? Gottes Liebe ist so wunderbar, Gottes Liebe ist so wunderbar, Gottes Liebe ist so wunderbar groß. Then we're going to say so high, nothing is higher. So hoch, nicht ist höher, so hoch. Nicht ist höher, no, so hoch. Nicht ist höher, so wunderbar groß. Then we're going to say so deep, nothing is deeper. So tief, nicht ist tiefer, so tief. Nicht ist tiefer, so tief. Nicht ist tiefer, so wunderbar groß. Then we're going to say so far, so wide, okay? So weit, nicht ist weiter, so weit. Nicht ist weiter, so weit. Nicht ist weiter, so wunderbar groß. So you just sang in German about how deep and how high and how wide and how far is our God's love for us. I hope you have a great week, guys. See you next time.